A company has multiple AWS accounts and wants to simplify and consolidate its billing process. Which AWS service will achieve this? AWS Cost and Usage Reports. AWS Organizations. AWS Cost Explorer. AWS Budgets. Correct answer is AWS Organizations. A company is designing an application hosted in a single AWS region serving end users spread across the world. The company wants to provide the end users low latency access to the application data. Which of the following services will help fulfill this requirement? Amazon CloudFront. AWS Direct Connect. Amazon Route 53 Global DNS. Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, Transfer Acceleration. Correct answer is Amazon CloudFront. Which of the following deployment models enables customers to fully trade their capital IT expenses for operational expenses? On-premises, hybrid, cloud, platform as a service. Correct answer is cloud. What time-saving advantage is offered with the use of Amazon Rekognition? Amazon Rekognition provides automatic watermarking of images. Amazon Rekognition provides automatic detection of objects appearing in pictures. Amazon Rekognition provides the ability to resize millions of images automatically. Amazon Rekognition uses Amazon Mechanical Turk to allow humans to bid on object detection jobs. Correct answer is Amazon Rekognition provides automatic detection of objects appearing in pictures. When is it beneficial for a company to use a spot instance? When there is flexibility in when an application needs to run. When there are mission-critical workloads. When dedicated capacity is needed. When an instance should not be stopped. Correct answer is when there is flexibility in when an application needs to run. How does AWS charge for AWS Lambda? Users bid on the maximum price they are willing to pay per hour. Users choose a 1-3 or 5 years upfront payment term. Users pay for the required permanent storage on a file system or in a database. Users pay based on the number of requests and consumed compute resources. Correct answer is users pay based on the number of requests and consumed compute resources. Which scenarios represent the concept of elasticity on AWS? Choose 2. Scaling the number of Amazon EC2 instances based on traffic. Resizing Amazon RDS instances as business needs change. Automatically directing traffic to less utilized Amazon EC2 instances. Using AWS compliance documents to accelerate the compliance process. Having the ability to create and govern environments using code. Correct answer is scaling the number of Amazon EC2 instances based on traffic. Resizing Amazon RDS instances as business needs change. According to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, who is responsible for configuration management? It is solely the responsibility of the customer. It is solely the responsibility of AWS. It is shared between AWS and the customer. It is not part of the AWS Shared Responsibility Model. Correct answer is it is shared between AWS and the customer. Which AWS service is a content delivery network that securely delivers data, video, and applications to users globally with low latency and high speeds? AWS CloudFormation. AWS Direct Connect. Amazon CloudFront. Amazon Pinpoint. Correct answer is Amazon CloudFront. Which benefit of the AWS cloud supports matching the supply of resources with changing workload demands? Security. Reliability. Elasticity. High availability. Correct answer is elasticity. Which of the following benefits does the AWS compliance program provide to AWS customers? Choose 2. It verifies that hosted workloads are automatically compliant with the controls of supported compliance frameworks. AWS is responsible for the maintenance of common compliance framework documentation. It assures customers that AWS is maintaining physical security and data protection. It ensures the use of compliance frameworks that are being used by other cloud providers. It will adopt new compliance frameworks as they become relevant to customer workloads. Correct answer is: it verifies that hosted workloads are automatically compliant with the controls of supported compliance frameworks. AWS is responsible for the maintenance of common compliance framework documentation. Which of the following services provides on-demand access to AWS compliance reports? AWS IAM, AWS Artifact, Amazon GuardDuty, AWS KMS. Correct answer is AWS Artifact. When comparing AWS Cloud with on-premises total cost of ownership, which expenses must be considered? Choose 2. Software development, project management, storage hardware, physical servers, antivirus software license. Correct answer is storage hardware, physical servers. Under the shared responsibility model, which of the following tasks are the responsibility of the customer? Choose 2. Maintaining the underlying Amazon EC2 hardware, managing the VPC network access control lists, encrypting data in transit and at rest, replacing failed hard disk drives, deploying hardware in different availability zones. Correct answer is managing the VPC network access control lists, encrypting data in transit and at rest. Which of the following can a customer use to enable single sign-on, SSO, to the AWS console? Amazon Connect, AWS Directory Service, Amazon Pinpoint, Amazon Recognition. Correct answer is AWS Directory Service. What are the multiple, isolated locations within an AWS region that are connected by low-latency networks called? AWS Direct Connects, Amazon VPCs, Edge Locations, Availability Zones. Correct answer is Availability Zones. Which of the following are benefits of the AWS Cloud? Choose 2. Unlimited uptime, elasticity, agility, co-location, capital expenses. Correct answer is elasticity, agility. Which of the following can limit Amazon's simple storage service, Amazon S3, bucket access to specific users? A public and private key pair, Amazon Inspector, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, policies, security groups. Correct answer is AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, policies. Which AWS services can be used to gather information about AWS account activity? Choose 2. Amazon CloudFront, AWS Cloud9, AWS CloudTrail, AWS Cloud HSM, AWS CloudWatch. Correct answer is AWS CloudTrail, AWS CloudWatch. In which scenario should Amazon EC2 spot instances be used? A company wants to move its main website to AWS from an on-premises web server, A company has a number of application services whose service level agreement, SLA, requires 99.999% uptime. A company's heavily used legacy database is currently running on premises. A company has a number of infrequent, interruptible jobs that are currently using on-demand instances. Correct answer is: a company has a number of infrequent, interruptible jobs that are currently using on-demand instances. Which AWS feature should a customer leverage to achieve high availability of an application? AWS Direct Connect. Availability zones. Data centers. Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, Amazon VPC. Correct answer is: availability zones. Which is the minimum AWS support plan that includes infrastructure event management without additional costs? Enterprise. Business. Developer. Basic. Correct answer is: business. Which AWS service can serve a static website? Amazon S3. Amazon Route 53. Amazon QuickSite. AWS X-Ray. Correct answer is: Amazon S3. A solution that is able to support growth in users, traffic, or data size with no drop in performance aligns with which cloud architecture principle? Think parallel. Implement elasticity. Decouple your components. Design for failure. Correct answer is: implement elasticity. A company will be moving from an on-premises data center to the AWS cloud. What would be one financial difference after the move? Moving from variable operational expense, OPEX, to upfront capital expense, CAPEX. Moving from upfront capital expense, CAPEX, to variable capital expense, CAPEX. Moving from upfront capital expense, CAPEX, to variable operational expense, OPEX. Elimination of upfront capital expense, CAPEX, and elimination of variable operational expense, OPEX. Correct answer is: moving from upfront capital expense, CAPEX, to variable operational expense, OPEX. How should a customer forecast the future costs for running a new web application? Amazon Aurora Backtrack. Amazon CloudWatch Billing Alarms. AWS Simple Monthly Calculator. AWS Cost and Usage Report. Correct answer is: AWS Simple Monthly Calculator. Which is the minimum AWS support plan that provides technical support through phone calls? Enterprise. Business. Developer. Basic. Correct answer is: business. Which of the following tasks is the responsibility of AWS? Encrypting client-side area. Configuring AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, roles. Securing the Amazon EC2 hypervisor. Setting user password policies. Correct answer is: securing the Amazon EC2 hypervisor. One benefit of on-demand Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2, pricing is the ability to bid for lower hourly costs. Paying a daily rate regardless of time used. Paying only for time used. Prepaying for instance and paying a lower hourly rate. Correct answer is paying only for time used. An administrator needs to rapidly deploy a popular IT solution and start using it immediately. Where can the administrator find assistance? AWS Well-Architected Framework Documentation. Amazon CloudFront. AWS Code Commit. AWS Quick Start Reference Deployments. Correct answer is AWS Quick Start Reference Deployments. Which of the following services is in the category of AWS Serverless Platform? Amazon EMR. Elastic Load Balancing. AWS Lambda. AWS Mobile Hub. Correct answer is AWS Lambda. Which services are parts of the AWS Serverless Platform? Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, Amazon Athena. Amazon Kinesis, Amazon SQS, Amazon EMR. AWS Step Functions, Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon SNS. Amazon Athena, Amazon Cognito, Amazon EC2. Correct answer is AWS Step Functions, Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon SNS. According to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, what is the sole responsibility of AWS? Application Security. Edge Location Management. Patch Management. Client-side data. Correct answer is Edge Location Management. Which AWS IAM feature is used to associate a set of permissions with multiple users? Multi-factor authentication. Groups. Password policies. Access keys. Correct answer is Groups. Which AWS support plan includes a dedicated technical account manager? Developer. Enterprise. Business. Basic. Correct answer is Enterprise. How does AWS shorten the time to provision IT resources? It supplies an online IT ticketing platform for resource requests. It supports automatic code validation services. It provides the ability to programmatically provision existing resources. It automates the resource request process from a company's IT vendor list. Correct answer is It provides the ability to programmatically provision existing resources. What can AWS Edge locations be used for? Choose 2. Hosting applications. Delivering content closer to users. Running NoSQL database caching services. Reducing traffic on the server by caching responses. Sending notification messages to end users. Correct answer is delivering content closer to users. Reducing traffic on the server by caching responses. Amazon Relational Database Service, Amazon RDS, offers which of the following benefits over traditional database management? AWS manages the data stored in Amazon RDS table. AWS manages the maintenance of the operating system. AWS automatically scales up instance types on demand. AWS manages the database type. Correct answer is AWS manages the maintenance of the operating system. Which service is best for storing common database query results, which helps to alleviate database access load? Amazon Machine Learning. Amazon SQS. Amazon Elastic Cache. Amazon EC2 Instance Store. Correct answer is Amazon Elastic Cache. Which of the following is a component of the shared responsibility model managed entirely by AWS? Patching operating system software. Encrypting data. Enforcing multi-factor authentication. Owning physical data center assets. Correct answer is owning physical data center assets. If each department within a company has its own AWS account, what is one way to enable consolidated billing? Use AWS budgets on each account to pay only to budget. Contact AWS support for a monthly bill. Create an AWS organization from the payer account and invite the other accounts to join. Put all invoices into one Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, bucket, load data into Amazon Redshift, and then run a billing report. Correct answer is: create an AWS organization from the payer account and invite the other accounts to join. Which of the following services falls under the responsibility of the customer to maintain operating system configuration, security patching, and networking? Amazon RDS, Amazon EC2, Amazon Elasticsearch, AWS Fargate. Correct answer is Amazon EC2. Which of the following is an important architectural design principle when designing cloud applications? Use multiple availability zones. Use tightly coupled components. Use open source software. Provision extra capacity. Correct answer is use multiple availability zones. Which service provides a hybrid storage service that enables on-premises applications to seamlessly use cloud storage? Amazon Glacier, AWS Snowball, AWS Storage Gateway, Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Amazon EBS. Correct answer is AWS Storage Gateway. Which AWS service can be used to manually launch instances based on resource requirements? Amazon EBS, Amazon S3, Amazon EC2, Amazon ECS. Correct answer is Amazon EC2. A company is migrating an application that is running non-interruptible workloads for a 3-year time frame. Which pricing construct would provide the most cost-effective solution? Amazon EC2 Spot Instances, Amazon EC2 Dedicated Instances, Amazon EC2 On-Demand Instances, Amazon EC2 Reserved Instances. Correct answer is Amazon EC2 Reserved Instances. The financial benefits of using AWS are: choose to reduce total cost of ownership, TCO, increased capital expenditure, CAPEX, reduced operational expenditure, OPEX, deferred payment plans for startups, business credit lines for startups. Correct answer is reduced total cost of ownership, TCO, reduced operational expenditure, OPEX. Which AWS cost management tool allows you to view the most granular data about your AWS bill? AWS Cost Explorer, AWS Budgets, AWS Cost and Usage Report, AWS Billing Dashboard. Correct answer is AWS Cost and Usage Report. Which of the following can an AWS customer use to launch a new Amazon Relational Database Service, Amazon RDS, cluster? Choose to AWS Concierge, AWS CloudFormation, Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, Amazon EC2 Auto Scaling, AWS Management Console. Correct answer is AWS CloudFormation, AWS Management Console. Which of the following is an AWS Cloud Architecture Design Principle? Implement single points of failure. Implement loose coupling. Implement monolithic design. Implement vertical scaling. Correct answer is implement loose coupling. Which of the following security measures protect access to an AWS account? Choose to enable AWS CloudTrail. Grant least privilege access to IAM users. Create one IAM user and share with many developers and users. Enable Amazon CloudFront. Activate multi-factor authentication, MFA, for privileged users. Correct answer is Grant least privilege access to IAM users. Activate multi-factor authentication, MFA, for privileged users. Which AWS services are defined as global instead of regional? Choose 2. Amazon Route 53, Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, Amazon CloudFront, Amazon DynamoDB. Correct answer is Amazon Route 53, Amazon CloudFront. Which AWS service would you use to obtain compliance reports and certificates? AWS Artifact, AWS Lambda, Amazon Inspector, AWS Certificate Manager. Correct answer is AWS Artifact. Under the shared responsibility model, which of the following tasks are the responsibility of the AWS customer? Choose 2. Ensuring that application data is encrypted at rest. Ensuring that AWS NTP servers are set to the correct time. Ensuring that users have received security training in the use of AWS services. Ensuring that access to data centers is restricted. Ensuring that hardware is disposed of properly. Correct answer is ensuring that application data is encrypted at rest. Ensuring that users have received security training in the use of AWS services. How would an AWS customer easily apply common access controls to a large set of users? Apply an IAM policy to an IAM group. Apply an IAM policy to an IAM role. Apply the same IAM policy to all IAM users with access to the same workload. Apply an IAM policy to an Amazon Cognito user pool. Correct answer is apply an IAM policy to an IAM group. What technology enables compute capacity to adjust as loads change? Load balancing, automatic failover, round robin, auto scaling. Correct answer is auto scaling. Which of the following AWS features enables a user to launch a pre-configured Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2, instance? Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS, Amazon Machine Image, Amazon EC2 Systems Manager, Amazon AppStream 2.0. Correct answer is Amazon Machine Image. Where can AWS compliance and certification reports be downloaded? AWS Artifact, AWS Concierge, AWS Certificate Manager, AWS Trusted Advisor. Correct answer is AWS Artifact. Which of the following is an advantage of consolidated billing on AWS? Volume pricing qualification, shared access permissions, multiple bills per account, eliminates the need for tagging. Correct answer is volume pricing qualification. Which Amazon EC2 pricing model adjusts based on supply and demand of EC2 instances? On-demand instances, reserved instances, spot instances, convertible reserved instances. Correct answer is spot instances. Which design principles for cloud architecture are recommended when re-architecting a large monolithic application? Choose 2. Use manual monitoring. Use fixed servers. Implement loose coupling. Rely on individual components. Design for scalability. Correct answer is implement loose coupling. Design for scalability. Which is the minimum AWS support plan that allows for 1 hour target response time for support cases? Enterprise, Business, Developer, Basic. Correct answer is Business. Which of the following services could be used to deploy an application to servers running on premises? Choose 2. AWS Elastic Beanstalk, AWS OpsWorks, AWS Code Deploy, AWS Batch, AWS X-Ray. Correct answer is AWS OpsWorks, AWS Code Deploy. Which AWS service should be used for long-term, low-cost storage of data backups? Amazon RDS, Amazon Glacier, AWS Snowball, AWS EBS. Correct answer is Amazon Glacier. Under the shared responsibility model, which of the following is shared control between a customer and AWS? Physical controls, patch management, zone security, data center auditing. Correct answer is patch management.